Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic:
people who don't want to work. Why? I don't work in a field I care about, and the field I care about doesn't pay well enough. Workplace politics are annoying, and I don't like potlucks. I just googled potluck. What do you do if you don't cook? There are often people that bring things like paper plates, cups, etc. Or simply don't bring a dish. There's usually too much food if every person brings a whole dish in an office setting. You can spend money instead and bring cheese. Or, there is a super simple but super impressive coffee mousse that you can make. Ingredients: 24 marshmallows, 1 cup of strong coffee. Use instant if you must. 1 cup of 35% cream. You can use canned whipped cream if you are lazy, but I am not sure of the quantity. Perhaps 2 cups. Steps: melt marshmallows in the coffee. On the stove. Let it cool, but not set. Whip cream in a separate bowl. Mix whipped cream with the coffee, marshmallow mix. Enjoy. You can even add nuts or chocolate chips for decoration. I want to work, but I only want work to be a small part of a very colorful and varied life. Instead, it's required to work 40 to 60 hours a week just to make ends meet, and at the end of it, have no energy left to enjoy what little time you have outside of work. I think this is the general consensus. Having a majority of your life revolving around a job sucks. I don't mind working. Heck, I would prefer to work. But I wish there was a better work-life balance in our society. And it's terribly demotivating to see that CEO salaries continue to increase while workers are stagnant. So I get to work 60 hours a week while they are out on their yacht. https://www.epi.org/publications/co-pay-in-2020/. People love to be useful and productive if they have autonomy and are in control of their own time. The modern workforce is so unnatural that it strips away much of what makes working fun. People aren't built to be robots. But workplaces often expect that you will behave like one. Where's the fun in that? Mind you, I do enjoy my job. But decades of spending 40+ hours on something is enough to make anything feel unenjoyable. People love to be useful and productive if they have autonomy and are in control of their own time. The modern workforce is so unnatural that it strips away much of what makes working fun. This is completely true. I was previously working a job where the job controlled my schedule and I was miserable. I work from home now. Have my own schedule. Still a 9 to 5. But I can come and go as I please or start late, end early. Have unlimited PTO. I'm paid well, not micromanaged, and due to those factors my job satisfaction went way up. So, while it isn't necessarily the autonomy of no job, it still gives me freedom that I didn't have before, and so I genuinely don't mind working at my company. Yeah, it is important to have people own something, a feature, a process, their time, something. I want to work in my garden, on my home, with my family, on crafts, but I don't want to work. I want to do things I enjoy. Work takes me away from that. Edit. I have a fucking job, people. Just because I don't want to work doesn't mean I don't work. I don't have much choice if I don't want to be walking, homeless, and hungry. Doing things I enjoy for money eventually strips away all the joy. I run a small Etsy shop where I make little crafts. It's fun and relaxing, and I enjoy working with my hands to make something that someone else will enjoy. Recently something happened that made me go slightly viral, and I had about 500 orders in a week. I now despise looking at my fucking crafting materials. I want to throw it all in the trash after doing nothing but crafting for 10 hours a day to fulfill all these orders. Do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life, is a bullshit lie. Doing anything for money eventually turns it into a passionless slog. Agreed. It's not fun if you have to do it. Exactly. Why don't I want to work? Simple. Life is short and I have better things to do. Just dealing with people in general I find fucking exhausting. I literally have no problem with getting up, working my actual job, working 5 days a week. The number one reason I don't want to work is dealing with coworkers, and when I worked in the service industry and retail, dealing with customers. It's a goddamn nightmare. There's a shit ton of awful PPL out there. Edit. Everyone with their shitty comments are just proving my point. Thanks. This is why my number one requirement for every job is work from home. Spending 80% of my life at a desk was awful. I found I was spending more time at work than with my husband. We struggled to make ends meet. I wasn't happy. So we shifted, sold the house, quit our careers and bought a trailer, and now travel and work only fun jobs for part of the year. Camp host, tour guide, help at fun events. We have money in the bank. Tons of options. Zero debt, and I've realized that our weird life is so much better. I would rather not work at all, but we need to eat, and need fuel. There are so many other things to do and try other than work. Work takes up too much of your time. Your 2 days off get used doing laundry and groceries for the next week. It's not a life, you are living to work. I decided to try something different and I'm so glad we did. Your 2 days off are used for laundry and groceries. If this isn't the truest thing I've read all day. Hustle culture is the biggest scam I've ever seen.